The Running Man. Arnold Schwarzenegger's earlier film. Y'all remember The Running Man? Dynamo. If you were a kid of the 80s, you had it great. You had great movies. You have exciting, entertaining films. The Running Man just happens to be one of them. I watch Cleveland when it's time to watch Cleveland. I already got money on this game. I'm good. But The Running Man was a movie that was based on a script and a book of the same title. The book was so interesting about in the future, around this time now, that we will be having a reality television show where people were killed on the television show. And right now, the society is so barbaric and sadistic that this could be a reality. That people who've done crimes and been convicted of them can be put on a game show to be hunted and killed like a Survivor series. How you doing, Mr. Sledge? I see you guys. Now, as this show went on, or as this program went on, this is about a guy named Ben Richards who was in the military, who was in prison, who broke out with a couple other friends of his that he met inside, who were falsified, framed, and put in prison for things they didn't really do. Well, the other two guys, they probably did that, but Arnold didn't do what he did. So they were all put into this game as they escaped from prison and was going to meet up with their brothers and live a simple life. This happens. This game show lied, twisted the facts about his whole involvement in the Butcher of Bakersfield massacre, which he did not participate in. The girl who turned him in ends up believing him once the news started putting out a story that he shot people at the airport, and she was there, so she knew it didn't happen. So then she starts to question what the media is actually saying and starting to actually listen to him. They catch her catching the videotape and insert her into the game. Now, the original Family Feud host is the host making his movie debut. Richard Killiam, who's playing a game show host of The Running Man. You got people still doing betting out here with all this technology. They're still betting with chalk. The future looks ran down and ridiculous. Well, yeah, the Hunger Games, yeah, basically the same thing almost. Then the people start to see that he's really not the animal that they thought.
You're a helpless human being, or even sadistic scum like you.
See? Shows the nature of the crowd. They want to see somebody massacred. There he is, Richard Killiam, the host of Family Feud. His first movie, he plays the host of another game show, The Running Man. Jim Brown plays Fireball. Yep, Jim Brown as Fireball. He has to suit up and get in there and go to war. This was a classic 80s film, man. And it showed the corruption in television, how the media could turn everything against you if they choose to. It's all about choice.
Listen very carefully, man. How would you like a 3-year contract, guaranteed, a cadre credit line, and a beachfront condo? Sound possible? Man, it's a standard deal for a network stalker. And I know real talent when I see it, man. And I just hate to see you get canceled tonight when you could go the distance. Say the word, man. You can be the one doing the stalking. What do you think?
You cold-blooded bastard. I'll tell you what I think of it. I live to see you eat that contract. But I hope you leave enough room for my fist because I'm going to ram it into your stomach and break your goddamn spine.
And that's where I leave it. This is a 3-star movie. I definitely love The Running Man. A lot of critics hated The Running Man. I thought it was very entertaining, funny. The writing is silly. Bunch of Arnold punchlines come from this movie. All his one-liners. I'll be back. Say Sub-Zero. Now Plan Zero. What happened to Buzzsaw? Oh, he had to split. All his crazy one-liners, you can get a lot of them from The Running Man. So on that note, it's your boy Carcino. I'm out, y'all. But let me answer a couple of your questions first. You guys might have some you might want to talk about. So before I get out of here, I'll answer a couple. Go ahead. Shoot away. What questions you got? Oh, you talking about Free Jack, Killmonger? Why? How does Emilio Estevez? We've had this conversation before. It definitely isn't the Mighty Ducks. It would probably be Men at Work. He was in St. Elmo's Fire. He was in a lot of movies. It's a yuppie movie, though. Yeah, it was a yuppie movie. It was 100% yuppie movie. Oh yeah, that would be my favorite. Young Guns of him. I make you famous. Make you famous. River Phoenix, whose brother is Joaquin Phoenix, whose name used to be Leaf Phoenix. He came up, his parents grew up in a sex cult. They were hippies, and they got introduced into a sex cult, and they left the sex cult once they started seeing all the kids getting slept with in this cult. The daughter name is Autumn. Joaquin name was Leaf. Then there was River. They all were into this crazy sex cult. Leaf ended up changing his name into Joaquin later on, but they were completely damaged by this sex cult, which led to River Phoenix going down the road he went through with drugs. Joaquin, same thing. It's their DNA. River Phoenix wasn't a blood sacrifice. He decided to take a concoction of heroin and cocaine. What what more do you want? But anyway, go out and watch The Running Man. Go out and watch The Running Man with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Great film. I'm out.